good crew for this top 15 showdown between the Bruins and the Lady Vols. And we are underway. The 6'7" Lauren Betts back on the floor and wins the tip.
Yeah, this has been a gauntlet of a week for the Bruins, Elise. They were in Vegas for those two Players Era Championship games, and now here they are hosting a top 15 team.
Lauren Betts goes to work immediately with a deep post position.
In practice all last season, but she needs a little reminder.
She was the Big Ten 6th player of the year. Another good defensive play for the Bruins. And Gabriela Jaquez to NC State, game 1 of the season by 3 points. They've won 5 in a row. Barker all the way to the rim and count it.
Comfortable in her former building, and you just see a little bit of a speed, explosiveness mismatch there, Janai.
As Tennessee has a 2-point advantage after the 3-point play completed by Barker. Dugalic, easy as you please, 6'4", 8 points in her return to Westwood. Quick ball movement. Rice has a good look, knocks it down. Tennessee would love to get the last look here and pull even closer. Barker, gets it at the buzzer. Janiyah Barker.
For UCLA, Gianna Neefkins with good length, stays in front of her, stretches out the hands, but Janiyah Barker back in her own stomping grounds, drains it, and a little celebration. I thought that was a possession where Tennessee could have been a little more aggressive. They pulled all 5 players out. They had the whole painted area, but they love to shoot that 3. They take about 35 a game. Rice at the next level, and we're seeing why today. She's been an impact on both ends.
And she's up to 14 points on just 4 for 5 shooting. Betts contests, and their defense has been disruptive. Jaquez one-on-one. Good move. And that one will go against Neefkins. What a start for Gabriela Jaquez. Putting in the washing machine. Ledger Walker hounded by the press of the Volunteers. They get it across the timeline. She's all the way in the lane, hesitates, slows down, and throws the timing off on the defense.
I think she's so used to passing. She was like, wait, I'm wide open. Let me go up with this thing.
A 10-point UCLA lead. Oh, the big block by Billich. There's time. Neefkins off the front rim. A lot of players with 2 personals, nobody with 3, and immediately they go inside the lane to Z Spearman for the 2.
And that's just what I'm looking for, because UCLA is overplaying. They're pushing players out on the perimeter. That's going to create space in the lane. Spearman wasn't even looking on that pass. I don't know how they pulled that one off.
One-on-one, Betts working on Spearman, and she makes it look easy with the offhand.
Lauren Betts, only 5 points in the first half, but you see on that from UCLA, Ledger Walker coming over from that weak side to trap and catch Cooper off guard, force her into the turnover.
Wide open, Charlize Ledger Walker has all day, puts her hands up, jumps up and down. Robertson takes off baseline, tries to swing it. Ledger Walker has it and smartly just kicks it ahead. Jaquez all alone. And Robertson, a player you have to keep your eye on. 10 made 3s in her last game, 32 points. She's been quiet. Jaquez all the way to the rim on the push.
WNBA draft stock looking good, rising up.
Cooper, gorgeous shot, kind of hooked it up off of the window and in. Ledger Walker thought she was going to go to the hoop. She circled out. Now she's got it. Kicks it to the corner. Jaquez.
The words I want to say aren't appropriate for air right now. Gabriela Jaquez, Charlize Ledger Walker, dime after dime.
Swing pass, Neefkins ready, knocks it in. 10 assists for Ledger Walker. Hasn't found her form from long range. She is 1 of 6. Robertson has been good from deep and now inside the paint.
Has stayed aggressive. They're denying her heavily on the perimeter because of her 3-point prowess, but she get those nominations in.
Kiki Rice down low, and the mismatch. Barker takes advantage. Well done on the steal. Betts sets the pick for Neepkin, swirls in and taken away. Kroll with the steal. Inside, and she'll have a chance at a three-point play.
McDonald's All-American for head coach Kim Caldwell, and this is more the Tennessee style that we're accustomed to seeing.
Oh,
got him.
the rope-a-dope all of a sudden. Takes her time, single covered, kicks it out. Now Dugalich on the other block. Sizing up Barker, goes at her former teammate and scores with a left. Jaquez off and running. Rice ahead. Jaquez calls her own number and gets it to go. Pressure to force the turnover.
This was a possession where she had more success, kind of faked like she was going to go mid.
And she had 7 steals in the last game. Nearly a quadruple double. Ledger Walker says, I can take it away as well. Into the lane. That one slipped out of her fingertips. Kiki Rice goes and gets it, spins, and it's in. Tennessee pushing quickly. They cannot waste any time here. The 6-minute mark. Down by double digits and denied by Dugalich.
Dugalich, such an asset on both ends for UCLA. At 6'4", she switches onto the guard and then trailing the play.
Very athletic. Oh, and there she gets the rip. And look at her go, 6'4", ahead, gets it back. That is beautiful. And how about 12 assists now for Ledger Walker? Just knowing Dugalich did all the work and gets it back to her. An answer from Barker. A former Bruin has put together a solid game. She is up to 18, we'll make it 20 points with that bucket. Rice, straight line to the rim. She's had so many assists, I've lost count. That's a good thing to have. Spearman inside the lane, rises over the top for 2.
This is the culture of UCLA. They don't care who has the points on a given night. Dugalich, what a big fourth quarter she's having.
She can guard. Of course, Alana Smith's your Defensive Player of the Year in the WNBA. Oh boy, there's Kiki Rice. Here's Jaquez, maintaining control. Quick pass ahead to Neepkins, who finishes. I'm not sure, but she reacts as she hits the other free throw. Neepkin showing off her strength. Sharing the basketball at such a high level. 25 assists on